Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel Answers by Divine. This is going to be for your last quarter of 2018 love reading. So for 3 months, October, November and December. 3 months of love reading. Like the general reading, I'll be doing yes or no questions. So if you have got a question, phrase and structure your question in a very specific manner. Talk about the name of the person, the place and the time. Like when did you both meet, for example, like last month, this guy by the name of what, is it possible for us, or whatever. So be very specific about the question. Okay, so shuffling your cards a couple of times. You can have more than one question, but let the first question be your key question. One last shuffle and we'll lay yes or no card for you. Again, major arcana, even number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All this shall be yes card. The rest of the cards are no. Okay? Did I say one last time? One last time again. For Taurus, for this last quarter 2018, 3 months, November, December, and October, November, and December. So this is your yes or no for Taurus. Remember to take a pause if you need to, otherwise we'll proceed. Okay, so Taurus, what we have here on the table is 3 cards of no, 2 cards of yes. The no cards are Ace of Wands in reverse, okay, 5 of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's this fire energy over here. It looks a lot like there's something that's heated, or in terms of compatibility, yeah. There might be issues when it comes to compatibility, because fire energy is a lot about wants, your need, your desire. Okay, but anyway, let's see. So Ace of Wands is about, let me try to figure out what these 3 cards are. Differences. So there's these differences in these 3 cards. These 3 cards is telling me about differences between two person, or between the idea that ideal or expectation versus reality. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands over here. So whatever that is happening right now, or whatever the desire might be, something over here is not towards an expectation, or is not unfolding as it is, as somebody's desire, or your own desire, or someone else's desire. So there's this differences towards someone's desire, someone's expectation over here. All right, and there's this 5 of Swords over here, 5 of Swords in reverse. So this is this to me is about disagreement. So disagreement, and I mean in an upright position, 5 of Swords is about disagreement, not agreeing with one another, someone wanting their own way, wanting things their own way, and this is in reverse. So this is open, someone has, so it means that, you know, communication is in place, or needs to be in place if it hasn't been in place. So this is about being open to speak, being open to talk about it. So there needs to be a talk about the differences over here, or the outcome of a situation as to why things are not unfolding the way, or happening the way, or are not ideal for the both of you right now. Talk about it. There's a need to talk about it, and be more accepting, because of this Knight of Wands is in reverse. So someone is not giving someone, or living up to expectation, or meeting someone's ideal, or meeting someone's expectation. So there's this acceptance. The keyword over here to me is acceptance. All right, so these are how the cards are, what the cards are meaning. So if it's too difficult for you to gel in what the cards really mean towards your situation, just take the short answer as no. Okay, so but otherwise it's a lot about expectation, differences, open communication, to talk about it, to have a heart-to-heart talk, to be more accepting, if you want to reverse the answer to be a yes. Okay, otherwise if you are not, it could also mean that someone is not giving, someone is not allowing things, like alternative, or not open to differences, or not open to alternative, and has actually moved on. This card could be a card of moving on, move on to speak with, to talk to someone else, and not giving an offer. So this could be also how you're interpreting a situation over here, and hence the answer is a no. So if you want to reverse the answer, if you want it to go towards a yes, again, the cards are not going to determine your love life, your fate, but it is telling you, if the things continue to be what it is right now, you do what you do, or your partner do what they do, the answer is a no. Or if a no is your desired answer, then this is what you could be doing. Talk about it, be more accepting. Alright, one last shuffle and we'll get the angel answers. What does the angel answers have to say to the sign of Taurus? We have opportunity. Okay, so let's see what it means along as we do the reading for you. And then the last, oh, I forgot to tell you, the subsequent messages could be your other questions if you may have, but otherwise it will just complement to the whole reading or the first question that you are asking about. Okay, one last shuffle and we'll get a channel, we'll get a guided message for you for the sign of Taurus. For the sign of Taurus, okay, I do not know how do you read this, but it says that you will receive news from afar. How do you read this? Caddices. I don't really know what is that, but so it says that you will receive news from afar. Okay, it is not clear, but doesn't matter. So let's see. By the way, I have also the crystal ball for you. I'm looking at it, but I'm not going to focus too much time on that crystal ball because it will take a lot of time, but I will just look at it as I'm shuffling the cards right now. So let me see, what could I be seeing for Taurus? Waiting. Some of you are waiting. Taurus, some of you are waiting for an opportunity, waiting for an offer, waiting for the right time, for the right things to happen. So there's a lot of waiting, hanging around, waiting for someone else, return, revert, coming back, or waiting for just an opportunity for you to speak to someone. So there's this keyword about waiting. So many of you, or some of you Taurus, could be waiting for something when it comes to, in terms of your love life, your love relationship, and with someone, a love partner. Waiting to meet. I'm also seeing waiting to meet up with someone. And I feel that Taurus, many of you have a lot to say, like verbal diarrhea. Have many of you, either you have a lot to say, or you're expecting to hear, like, to have an in-depth conversation with someone. There's a lot to say, that like really a lot to talk about, a lot to plan, a lot to discuss, a lot to say. Someone over here has a lot to say, or if it's not you, then you're expecting to hear from someone in detail. What do they really think about? What do they really want? Or otherwise that it will be you have a lot to say, like how do you really think, how do you really feel about a situation or about them, about your love life. Some of you would also be a lot to share about yourself, like you really want whoever that you're dealing with, whoever that you are with, to know about you. You have a lot to tell about yourself to them. You someone over here has a lot to say. Could that be the reason why you're waiting for an opportunity to speak up? I'm also feeling some of you, this might be minority, okay? Some of you might be waiting for a time to break things up, to break news with your partner, to break the news with your partner that you might want to leave, you might want to break up, you might want to just separate for a while, to think about things through, okay? This is only for minority. I see some of you packing up, starting to pack up. I do not know whether if that's going to happen or is it just like being drama mama. Some of you are packing things up, like arranging, packing your wardrobe. It might look a lot like you are trying to move, you want to move, you move out soon, or it is just packing. Just packing, maybe to make space. Maybe to make space or to rearrange your living environment with your partner. Alright? Just to tidy up the environment, just to tidy up the vibe, because like it's like everything is in a mess. So you might want a nice living place with your partner for some of you, but otherwise some of you are just packing up just to show intention and show signs of leaving. I'm feeling a lot of like some of you, Taurus, some of you are not speaking with each other right now, okay? It's like even the both of you could be together, could be seeing one another, seeing each other every day, living under one roof together, but the both of you are not speaking. So it's like a cold war happening right now, like silent treatment. Someone is giving silent treatment over here. And again, that could be the reason why someone has a lot to say, has a lot to speak, but just waiting for the time for this ice to break, for this cold treatment or silent treatment. Alright, so let's lay your cards, Taurus, to see what's happening for this 3 months of October, November, and December. For Taurus, October, November, and December. If it's not a separation, Taurus, if it's not a separation, some of you are, I just mentioned earlier, we are starting off this quarter, we are entering into this quarter with differences. With silent treatment, somebody is not giving, not giving and taking. Not giving and taking, and not offering love. But when we speak about not offering love, it means someone is not giving enough. And I'm feeling that your love life right now towards, maybe more towards those who has got a partner right now, someone is not giving in over here. There's a cold and silent treatment. There's no love offer or reciprocation. It's like you do your thing, I do my thing right now, okay? And it seems to be like a question mark towards the status for the both of you, okay? Otherwise, for those of you who are single, you might have met someone and you're not getting the signs and signal of keenness, of like intention to or like positive signals when it comes to having a relationship or talking or be going towards a relationship. So there is this non-signal. There's no signs of no showing of signs no showing of signs or signal coming from someone. Could be from you towards them or them towards you. I'm feeling this is 50-50. Some of you are not showing signs, or the other person whom you might be dealing with are not showing signs or positive signal towards you, okay? And it feels like, again, this is confusion to me, okay? It feels a lot like entangle. This, you know how it's like something is sticking on to thread, like threads or whatever, like, you know how dust is sticking on to a piece of cloth or whatever. I don't really know what's the best example to be giving, but you have someone over here has if you know what I'm saying over here, so the both of you have got acquainted. So this is for maybe for those who are single and come to meet someone. Okay, I hope you can remind me. I forgot to give the overall general card. Okay, let me just take out the overall general card. Okay, so that was for the previous sign of Aries. All right, so it's like you come to meet this person. There's no turning back. There's no turning back, and it feels stuck. Like you can't move forward, or you can't just reverse the both of you, the times that the both of you got to know. Like you can't reverse things out, and you can't reverse this relationship out and back to friends, or just back to like just treat it as the both of you haven't got to know each other before. There's no way of reversing out, but that's how you're feeling right now. You might be feeling like you can't move because you already fell in love. Someone here already fell in love with someone else. Over here could be you falling in love with someone, or the other person that you're dealing with is falling in love with you, has fallen in love with you. There's no way to reverse, to turn back time. So this is that feeling that I'm getting some of you might be going through. Okay, but yet there is a potential. It feels like a soulmate or twin flame for the both of you. This will be for all singles and couples. So for singles, you might have already met someone, or if you haven't met anyone, singles, it will be you feeling trapped and not able to pull yourself out from this trap, probably from previous experience, previous love, previous relationship. But there is this strong desire to want to move towards happiness, to want to settle down, to need someone with you. Okay, so this is for those of you who are single right now. For those of you who has got someone or met someone recently, so it feels a lot like twin flame soulmate, that there is a potential to go towards that direction of settling down, getting engaged or married, having a family, setting up a family. But the situation for you in this quarter is looking a lot like something might have happened. Something might have happened, yeah, and the relationship can't move anywhere. Okay, it just can't move anywhere. You could give in. Someone could give in, but then the root of the cause of that situation that has happened for the both of you would not be resolved despite you or whoever is giving in. It needs to be. So I'm feeling a lot that Taurus, some of you, more or many of you, you might be in a situation where there is this issue where both of you need to come to a joint consensus, to agree on, to talk about, to have an open heart-to-heart talk in order to progress a relationship. It serves no meaning even if someone here is willing to give in. So if you're being stubborn, so Taurus, about your sign, if you're the one who's being stubborn, and so what if someone else give you, like whoever that you're dealing with gives in to you? But ultimately the root cause of this whole issue over here, I'm feeling that some of you are dealing with issues right now. It needs to be talked about. There needs to be a heart-to-heart talk. No point to force your partner to give in, or you forcing yourself to give in to a situation. The only thing you can force is actually to force the other person to sit down and deal with it, to face it, to talk about it, to really operate. You know how operation is really cutting the scaffold or what, like really cutting, opening up and go in real deep. Yeah. So for those of you who are dealing with issues, Taurus, okay, it looks to me, for some of you, it looks to me like issues from way back from the past. because we have the devil. So there is this chain. I look at this chain. There is this chain that's chaining up the both of you. Chaining up the both of you in terms of the both of you are meant to be together, all right? But at the same time, the chain will also mean that there is this devil over here. There's this devilish issues, devilish person. There's this devilish problem before, obviously from the past because it's before, all right, is holding the both of you back from progressing to this 10 of Cups. I just want to tell you that, Taurus, for whatever situation that you are in right now with your partner, okay, if the current situation will not bring you, even though some of you might be having, might feel like, no, I'm not having any issues with my relationship, with my love life, with my partner, but something over here is telling me, you might feel like there's nothing, and then I'm spouting nonsense over here, but the way the relationship is right now, there needs to be a tweak in order to progress, to move upwards, to progress the relationship to the next stage, to the next level. Otherwise, wherever or whatever your current relationship status is, the dynamic of this relationship or the lifestyle, the behavior of this love relationship is not going to progress. It's not going to give you or bring you to the next level up. Okay? The world is in reverse. Something over here is not working. But if it's not, like some of you who are in, feels like, no, there's nothing with my love life right now, and some of you acknowledge that yes, we have issues, that issue would be the cause of why the both of you are not progressing. All right, because this happened after the devil. The devil came first, followed by the World card in reverse. I'm also feeling a lot like, Taurus, some of you might have just this out the root. There is this issue. I feel a lot like there is a deep issue that all of you need to revisit, to review when it comes to your love life. It could be some of you might have past bad experience, or past shadow, or past person, from people from the past, exes. So there's this something that some of you will find that you might have this out and try to ignore the fact that this person or this event, this thing actually do exist. There's this imbalance because we have the Temperance, but when this Temperance card is coming out, I feel like some of you has tried to ignore this part, like it's okay, just let it be, we'll move on from there. But no, you cannot. It is not going anywhere. Again, this imbalance, this Temperance in reverse is showing us the signs of someone is doing more than, one party is doing more than the other. All right, for those of you who are single, this could also mean that it could be you trying to give, like giving a lot when it comes to meeting new people, new person, trying to give a lot and trying to be very accepting and and to a point, to an extent that you're not being yourself. All right, and the other party, if it's not you, then this next party would be you. Someone is closing themselves up, is not acknowledging the offer that the other person is giving. So it might be you giving an offer, like proposing love, expressing love to someone else, and someone else is just being cold or ignorant towards the love expression. If this is not you, then it will be the other way around. All right, someone else is expressing their love towards you, and you're being ignorant and not wanting to accept, not ready to accept. So there is this two very different character over here. I'm feeling all this, Taurus, all this for whatever or whoever that you are dealing with. These differences in throughout the whole reading over here. Alright, the way you're feeling stuck with someone who feels like a twin flame or a soulmate, and whoever is giving more and constantly expressing the love interest, and then someone who constantly ignore that message, that love expression. There is a fear with someone over here. Fear of accepting, fear of moving, fear of opening up, fear of talking about it. There's this fear over here. Fearing of expectations, ideal, and life goals might be different. Or fearing of rejection. There's something about them. Something about someone over here. Someone's past. Not ex, but someone's past over here has yet to be accepted, or is deemed to less likely be accepted by someone. So if it's, for example, it could be you might have a past about yourself, like something about you in the past, and you think that no, he or she will never come to accept this thing about you. Like whenever you talk about these issues, if it's an open topic, like both of you already knew, but it is just something that we don't wish to talk about it anymore. So there's this fear of rejection when it comes to talking about resolving this issue, clearing up the air. Again, this whole reading to me is looking like, Taurus, your love relationship is stagnant. It's going to be stagnant. It's looking like it has been stagnant for a long while. It has been stagnant for a long while. So in this quarter, it's looking like to me, if you continue to do what you do, if your relationship continue to flow as it is right now, nothing, like everything will be a status quo. Everything will be a status quo. Everything will be a status quo. If you're expecting it to progress, to level up to the next stage, to progress to the next phase of life where the both of you should have been engaged, or you know, from getting acquainted, dating, and then coming to an official relationship, being officially in a relationship, or being officially engaged, officially married, it seems to be status is quo, just only because there is a root cause, there is not resolved, there is not ironed out. There is something over here about someone's past that's holding back, and there's this fear of moving forward, and this like it is impossible for things to progress if you don't open up and talk about it and clear up the air about some issues from the past. Every one of you is different. Some of you could be dealing with, some of you, this issue could be infidelity. Some of you, this issue could be bad habits, bad behavior, gambling, drinking. Lifestyle. Some of you, your partner, or could be you, whoever it might be, either one party over here, someone's lifestyle in the past could also be one of the reasons why there is this fear of moving forward, or there is this fear of committing, progressing, or there is this fear of not being able to achieve your 10 of Cups. Someone did something in the past, and there is no trust right now. It causes mistrust, distrust right now between the both of you. Okay, and that is the reason why in this quarter is telling us a lot about someone over here, or this relationship is actually at the point of progressing, at a point and ready to progress, but there is the past issue. It is not existing issue. There's no existing issue as I look at it. It doesn't look like there is any fallout recently, but even if there is, it is all due to the fear of the past, phobia of the past experience, or the past issues between the both of you hasn't been spoken, ironed out. But otherwise, if you rip up and talk about it and clear up the air, like deal with it, face it and deal with it, it is looking a lot like the possibility and potentially this relationship or your love life will be able to progress out of the current zone. All right, look for an opportunity. Look for an opportunity to speak about it, to talk about it. The opportunity can actually come from afar. Okay, there might be situation or event unfolding where the both of you will come together to an event, and then that is also a good time while you're enjoying, celebrating some kind of whatever it could be, some invitation, friends invitation to a party, and then being in a good vibe, being in a happy mood, to take that chance, opportunity to talk about it subtly. All right, so look out for opportunities, Taurus, in this quarter. In order for you to progress, you have to iron out and sort out all that past fear, phobia, fear of rejection, or fear of accepting the person's past. All right, so Taurus, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps you in this quarter when it comes to your love life and relationship. Remember to check out your general reading. They are out as well. I might link them into this video after this, and till then I will see you. Bye bye.